Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Football Overseas YouTube channel. Welcome to another round of La Liga predictions this coming weekend. We'll have a quick review of some of the highlights and lowlights of what happened a fortnight ago. See where the league table stands at the moment. I think we know by and large what's going on there, and then we'll take a look through the fixtures this coming weekend. Game week 14 for most teams. I know we've got one or two teams lagging behind a little bit because of issues that we know all about. But yes, it's essentially game week 14 in La Liga. This is a good period now, I always think. The real section of the season where the business gets done, both on and off the field, because obviously there's a run through now until March with no forced breaks. And it's also the transfer window in January, just after Christmas. So a key period for everybody across all the football leagues that we cover. So yes, we're looking at Liga for this coming Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Excuse me. And we start on, well, let's just have a quick look at the league table. We know that the outstanding result of a fortnight ago was Barcelona's not only losing, but losing without scoring. So many big coupons were ripped up on that evening when they lost out 1-0 to Real Sociedad. So Real Sociedad will be having puffing their chest out about that one. But Barcelona still have a 6-point lead. Real Madrid with a game in hand are 6 points behind, so net 3 if you wanted to think they're going to win that game in hand. So it's closer than it may appear, potentially. Real and Atletico Madrid in third place, just a point behind Real, with Villarreal making up the top 4. So they're nicely ensconced in that top 4 at the moment, established there in the top bracket. And we'll see what fixtures they've got and see if there's any potential banana skids for them this weekend. Down at the bottom we have Valencia, a couple of games behind. We all know why. Let's hope that they're starting to pull through that dreadful tragedy they encountered over the last month or so. I'm sure it's not gone away by any means, of course, but yeah, let's hope that football can just sort of take its place in their lives again soon. And if their game goes ahead this Saturday, they're home to Real Betis. We'll have a look at that in a moment. So they're in bottom spot with 7 points, but they're not a cut adrift. They're Getafe in 17th spot have got 10 points, so there's only 3 between them. And so they're still in touch with everything going on above them. So there we have it. And we'll talk about everybody else as we go through. So we'll start with the game on Friday evening this coming week. And it's Getafe against Real Valladolid. And Getafe are having a bit of a rough time. They haven't won in 5, a couple of losses now on the back of 3 draws, which has sent their pendulum in the wrong direction. And they last time out they lost 1-0 to Girona. Girona started to climb the table a little bit now after their slow start. And Real Valladolid drew 1 each with Atletico, which was a decent result for them, for sure. They're second from bottom, but that was a very, after a poor run, terrible run really, 4 losses in 5. They did pull out a decent point against Atletico, but they'll be pleased with that. And I think they might go to Getafe and back that up. So I'm going to take them to take the points here. And Getafe's woes to continue, just the 1 win for them so far this season. So I'm going to go Getafe 1, Real Valladolid 2. Then, as I say, we have Valencia, hopefully, fingers crossed for everybody, they can get their game on this weekend. I haven't heard it either way as I record this, so I'm assuming that it may well be Valencia against Real Betis. Obviously, Valencia, no recent form to speak of, but Real Betis had a 2-2 draw against Celta de Vigo last time out, and they are doing okay, just nicely in 7th. 1 defeat in 6. A couple of draws in the last matches there, so I want to put that right. And I think, I'm sure Valencia, if they play, will go out and give it everything and give it something for their fans to cheer in this terrible time they've had. So I'm going to go, but I think Real Betis will be too good for them on the day. So I'm going to take Real Betis to take the match by 3-1. Valencia 1, Real Betis 3. Then we have Atletico Madrid against Deportivo Alaves. And Deportivo Alaves are having a dreadful time at the moment. They lost 3-0 to Villarreal last time out. They've had 5 losses in the last 6. And are not at the end of the table they expected to be at all, I wouldn't have thought, on 13 points in 15th place. They play Atletico Madrid, as I say, one of that top 4, got things nicely going for them at the top at the moment. They had a 1-0 win over Mallorca, and I think they'll just continue their decent run of only 1 loss in 6, and they will put Alaves away by, I think, comfortably. I'm going to go Atletico Madrid 3, Deportivo Alaves 0. On to the third game on Saturday, which is Girona, who I say are making strides up the table a little bit now, into 10th place. A couple of wins in their last 2 matches, and they're playing Espanyol, who didn't play last time out. And Espanyol in the bottom 3, 5 losses in 6, so it's all looking a bit bleak for them at the moment. Can't seem to get going at all. So I'm going to go Girona to carry on their mini run of good form. 3 wins in 5, with 2 losses in the middle of that. But nevertheless, they're chalking up a few wins now, and I think they'll get another one here. So I'm going to go Girona 2, Espanyol 0. Then we have Las Palmas against Mallorca. And Mallorca are just sort of holding their own still, just above the halfway mark. But they've had 2 losses on the trot and a draw before that. So effectively that all adds up to just 1 win in 5 for them. And Las Palmas had a good 3-1 win against Real Vallecano last time out. And they've had 3 wins in 4, and they're just starting to find their feet in this top level now. It's been a while, but they're scoring a few goals, and I think they will continue that little spurt of form against Mallorca. So I'm going to take Las Palmas to take the points in their home game against Mallorca by 2-1. Las Palmas 2, Mallorca 1. Next up, it's Celta de Vigo against Barcelona. Now, Barcelona will have been stung by their 1-0 defeat against Real Sociedad. As I say, no goals scored will be amazing for them, really, because it's the first time this season, I believe, that has happened. So I think they'll put all that correct. They'll correct themselves. I can't personally see them having 2 losses on the trot, but you never know. So I'm going to take Celta de Vigo to have the backlash, unfortunately. They're having a mixed run at the moment. Draw, win, couple of losses, then a win and a draw. So they're up, and their graph is up and down at the moment. And I think it'll just be on one of those little downward spikes this weekend. So I'm going to go Celta de Vigo 1, Barcelona 3. Then we have Osasuna against Villarreal. The reason I said Real Madrid is because Osasuna played Real Madrid last time out and went under by 4-0. So Osasuna, since, as I say, they're just still holding their own in the European places, 5th place. Again, their graph is going up and down. Obviously, how their shining light of the season was their 4-2 win over Barcelona. However, here they are up against Villarreal, who are in 4th place. We've got 5th against 4th. On paper, should be a decent match. I've got goals to be shared here. I'm going to go for a scoring draw. Osasuna 2, Villarreal 2. That leaves us with 3 games to go. 3 of the 4 on Sunday. That Osasuna game was on Sunday, I should have mentioned. 3 games in the Sunday programme left. And the first of those is Sevilla against Real Vallecano. Both these sides had losses before the international break, so they've both been licking their wounds for a couple of weeks. So we'll probably not see too. They'll want to get points on the board, and I think they'll both be happy with a point on the board. Sevilla in the bottom half now, 3 losses in 4, so they've slipped a little bit in recent weeks. Not scoring many goals, just 12 in 13, which is their nemesis at the moment. And Real Vallecano who are, again, just above them in the table. So another game where two sides are rubbing each other's shoulders in the league table. And I don't think much will be splitting them either. I can see them both probably quite happy to take a point each from this match and take the money and run, as you might say, and add a point to their total to keep things going in the league. So, yeah, I'm going to go a draw there. Sevilla 1, Vallecano 1. Now we come to Leganés, who have perked up a little bit, 2 wins in 3. Beat Sevilla last time out by a goal to 0, but they're up against Real Madrid this weekend, who put away Osasuna 4-0 quite comfortably last time out. So they will be looking to repeat that sort of form, if you like, even though 2 weeks has gone between the 2 matches. And I think they will. I think Leganés, although they've had a spurt of a little bit of an upward tick, I think Real Madrid will be hoping that Barcelona have another little slip soon and they can jump in. But I think whether what happens ever happens to Barcelona this weekend, Real Madrid will put Leganés away and take the match by a comfortable 3-0. I'm taking, so Leganés 0, Real Madrid 3. And finally, still on the Sunday, no Monday game this week, still on the Sunday, it's Athletic Club against Real Sociedad. Athletic Club, of course, nicely in 6th place, but 3 draws on the trot now. But only one loss, in the last 6, but 3 draws on the trot. The last of those was against Real Valladolid, as I say. That was a bit of a surprise to drop points against them in a 1-each draw. And Real Sociedad, of course, just puffed out everything preening at the moment, having beaten Barcelona to 0, which is a real scalp for them. So congratulations to them for that. But they need to back that up, and I think they may well do. Though Athletic Club have only lost 3 matches, I think Sociedad will just show their worth, maybe. Show there wasn't but they've won 3 of their last 4, so why not continue a decent run of form? So I'm going to take Real Sociedad to take the away win. Athletic Club 1, Real Sociedad 2. So there we have it. This weekend's La Liga predictions. We're back. The whole of football is back in its various countries at the league level, which is always good for everybody concerned, especially on this channel that covers it so well, amongst other things as well. So please, as always, subscribe, get your friends to subscribe and like the channel. And please go and have a look at all the other stuff that they do here. It's really good, really excellent stuff if you're a sports fan per se. So that's enough from me about La Liga for this coming week. I will be back for next week's fixtures, and we'll review and see where everything stands. Hopefully it's getting a bit interesting now, especially at the top. We shall see. So have a great weekend. Enjoy your football. Enjoy whatever you do. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.